Hello and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, April 4th, 2018. That's a magic date, April 4th, and more magic this year because it's the 50th anniversary of that shockingly horrible day when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. I was a kid, but that was a crazy summer. George Wallace got shot, Martin Luther King got killed, Robert Kennedy a few months later got assassinated. I mean, it was absolutely craziness, and it was only a few years after John F. Kennedy was assassinated. So the whole country, everyone was in an uproar, and that's a void, if you ask me, that Dr. Martin Luther King is gone, and was gone so young and early. That void has still not been filled. There has not been a leader come to the forefront of the civil rights movement that is an honest, genuine leader. You got these, once in a while somebody comes to the forefront, but they end up making it all about them and looking to profit off it and looking to make themselves a celebrity. And from what I saw, Martin Luther King never did that. He was always all about the cause. And man, what a shame that he's gone. And look what a mess race relations and civil rights things are in America today. And who knows what would happen if Dr. Martin Luther King had a full life with us. Anyway, so rhino of the day is this sleeping rhino here. Here he is sleeping on the railing of my terrace outside my office. And that's because today's Wisdom Wednesday tip is about a dream. So, no, it's not really that kind of dream where you're sleeping, but you see what I did there? Oh, Toby Mercer's here. Gabe Strom is here. Great seeing you guys. Long time, Gabe. And so, here's the deal. Small business owners, we can get really all fixated on nuts and bolts and numbers and profit and loss and costs and revenue and all these kind of facts and figures. And, when people look to buy, we can be all about here's the features and the benefits of the product and what it does. And, if you go to just about any small business owner's website, it's me BS. They're sitting there saying, we've been around for 42 years and we're locally owned and operated and we do this and we do that and we, and nothing is about the client, the prospect who's coming to the website or seeing your advertising or your marketing anywhere. And when you talk to people, it's all about yourself, who you are, what you've done, how long you've been around, what you do, how good you are. Nobody cares about any of that stuff. They care about their own desires. And you can call that their dreams. Now, of course, if you're a, car mechanic or a plumber or whatever, you're thinking nobody has a dream of getting, the sludge out of their kitchen when there's a pipe leaking. They just want it cleaned up. You see, you're missing the point. There absolutely is a dream. And if you dive deep and you think about it yourself, let's take what you would think is the most rudimentary, non-dream business situation. Prospect wakes up, goes downstairs, gets in the kitchen, sees there's a pipe that's leaking and there's brown sludge all over the floor and says, holy crap, see what I did there? Just got to call a plumber. Get a plumber over here. And you're thinking, well, here's how much the trip charge is, and here's how much we charge by the hour, and here's how long it'll take us to get here. And you're not thinking at all that, yeah, they do have a dream, okay? They have a dream about how they would love to be treated just once by a contractor who would treat them as if it's instead of calling a plumber out of, the Google or the phone book or the Yellow Pages or their, an app or whatever they're finding businesses these days, they would have called an uncle, right? They would have called their uncle happens to be a plumber. How would that uncle treat them? That's their dream, that every contractor treats them like a family member would treat them. Maybe, obviously not including, we do it for free, but with the care and the attention and answering all their questions and being patient and not coming in, traipsing dirt across the floor or smoking like drugs or cigarettes or whatever, or being hungover or playing loud music or talking rude with their kids around or whatever. Everyone has a dream. And so when you really dig down deep into what somebody's desires are, you'll find them. And that's very, very important for ourselves as business owners. Because I work with business. I help business owners make a lot of money, right? So business owners will come to me and say, I want to make a lot of money. And if I just leave it at that, I'm leaving it way on the surface, and I'm missing out on the real reason why they're hiring me in the first place, okay? We got to drill down, right? It's not just why you want to make the money. What would you do with the money? And I don't have to ask people straight out, but I really want to find out, what would that mean to have that X amount extra a month coming in? What would it do? Would you buy more equipment? Would you expand? Would you hire more people? Would you put it into a retirement fund? Would you send your kids to school? Would you buy a new car? Would you take a trip? Would you take more time off? Would you spend time with the wife, with a husband at home? Would you remodel your home? Would you sell your home and move somewhere else? Would you start at another location? I mean, what is it? What dream? What real deep desire do you have? And that's got to come through in all of your advertising and marketing. You want to focus on, first of all, you got to know what the true deep down desires of your marketplace. It's not just get the car running. It's not just fix the leaky pipe. It's not just win my lawsuit. It's not just coming to me as a consultant. It's not just I want to make money. Okay? Everyone has deep down desires. Because if you didn't, you're not going to last very long as a business owner. If you're just doing it for the money, first of all, I wouldn't work with you. I'm not interested in working with somebody that can't. You know, if I ask and I attempt to find out, it happens. People really stonewall and won't tell me. I mean, man, then there's a lot of other things they likely won't tell me, and they'd be a mess to deal with and work with, and I'm just not going to take them on a client if they can't even be honest and tell me what's the real reason why they're frustrated or what they want, what problems they want to solve deep down in the core. So, for instance, a lot of business owners say you've been in business for 25 years, and you're looking around and you just got a notice of your, 25th class reunion, and man, that person's real successful, and he is, or this guy that used to work for me has a bigger company than me, and like, man, maybe it's really eating at you deep down inside that at this point in your career, you wanted to be much more successful. You wanted to have much more money in the bank. Why did you want to have the money in the bank? For peace of mind. In case something happens to you, in case something happens to your family, in case there's an illness that your insurance doesn't cover, in case you want to get a second place or move or retire, in case you want to sell the business. And why would you want to? Because that would make you feel accomplished. It would make you feel smart. It would make you feel successful. It would make you feel like it's all worthwhile. It would prove to your dad, see, I can do it, even though you said I'd never amount to anything. There's got to be a deep reason, what people would call a dream, of why you want to solve problems, why you want to do things. So that's true for you, for all your prospects, for all your customers, for all your employees, for all your family. It's true for every person on earth. Okay, so and that's one reason, out of a bazillion, I can't even get started on why Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was such a phenomenal communicator, because he asked that question knowing, of course, he knows the answer. I have a dream. Do you have a dream? Everyone has a dream. And he communicated that and got that across. And if you do the same with your prospects and customers, you have an opportunity to build a loyal, rabid following, like a passionate following like Dr. Martin Luther King had. Probably not likely, well, maybe bigger. Maybe not as big if you're just a local business, maybe even bigger. There's a lot of businesses these days, thanks to technology, that started with 3 kids in a garage, and 3 years later they're selling it for $10 billion. Like, you could have following from all over the world passionate if you'll share what your dreams are. So, I know it doesn't sound very business-like, maybe it sounds very frou-frou, but get in touch with your dream and do everything you can to get in touch with the dreams that your ideal target who. That's the first letter of the WOW strategy that I founded to solve every marketing problem you'll have. The first letter of the WOW strategy, W stands for the who. Hey, thanks for the likes. And who else is here? Carlos is here. Lindsay is here. Brian is here. Christopher, on and on and on. Jerd Dog, thanks everyone for being here. And as the sun sets in the west, I guess we're losing the light, and that'll wrap it up. But, I've been thinking about it all day. Actually, yesterday, if you watched my video yesterday, I started out by saying it was April 4th, and I caught myself going, no, it's not. I know that's Martin Luther King, April 4th, in 1968. Can't forget that. So I knew it wasn't the 4th. I've been thinking about it all day, and I'm thinking, the most famous speech Dr. Martin Luther King had was, "I have a dream." Man, if you listen to that recording, go listen to the recording today. It's got to be all over the place on the internet on Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Got to be easy to find. And listen to the passionate response of that audience. When he shared, "I have a dream." Well, why don't you share it? In business, we call that a mission statement. You put it on the wall. You share it with your employees. You share it with your customers, your clients, your patients, your members. You put it on your websites, on your business card, on your trucks. Put what your dream is, what your mission is. Okay? My mission is to help as many small business owners as I can to have light bulbs go off and understand that there is a way to do effective marketing that's different than anything they see, anything they've been taught. For 95% or more of business owners, and I'm a mission to do that. My mom, I talk about it often, my mom was a school teacher, never made a lot of money. She knew she wasn't going to make a lot of money, but she really loved that she was impacting a lot of lives. And so I like to do that too. I just also like to make a lot of money while I'm doing it. Why not? But my goal, my mission, my passion, my dream is to change lives, to transform lives. Because for business owners, our business is often our life. It's intertwined. If it isn't, what the heck kind of a business owner or entrepreneur are you? Okay, it's intertwined. And so that's my dream, that's my passion. And I hope that comes through, and I hope you express your dream, your mission, your passion, your vision, whatever you want to call it, and it comes through to your employees, your prospects, your customers, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, to everybody. Of all days on Dr. Martin Luther, on the anniversary, 50th anniversary of his untimely and horribly tragic early death, of all the days that you could focus on saying to yourself, "I have a dream," what is it? And then make it a point to let as many people know as you can. Try it. Let me know how it works out, because I'll bet you get a passionate response in return. And that's it for Wisdom Wednesday, and Justin is here. Great seeing you, man. Hello. And Joel Weldon is here, I see. Lindsay Kraft, all kinds of great people are here. Thanks for being here. If you can still see me, I notice how dark it is by me not getting out here until the moon is out. And I saw it up there. No, I don't. Strange. I don't see the moon yet, so I guess I'm out here a little early. Okay, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for the likes. Chris Wallace is here? Really? Wow. This is like, it's almost like Throwback Thursday, isn't it? Some good to see some old faces here joining me on the video, and it is kind of a flashback to 50 years ago today with the great Dr. Martin Luther King, who changed the world. And as small business owners, it'd be great if we can do that too, and not just say, "It's a job, I just want to make money, I'm just doing it for the money." Your passion will run out, you'll hate the business, you'll resent it, you ought to really just go work for somebody else if you just want to make money. If you don't have a passion, a mission, a dream, that's enough. Thanks for all those likes. Look at that. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here on Wisdom Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Well, I will share a blast from the past with you. I hope you'll join me then. Thanks for being here today. Over and out. Bye-bye.